Hello, you are listening Radio MITWS India.
Hello and welcome to another talk show. Welcome to Radio MITWS Northeast. Today we have an young talent with us, young aspirant. Her name is Mayuri Dwari. She is from Calcutta, and today we'll have a talk show with her regarding global warming. So Mayuri, kindly introduce yourself towards our audience.
Hello everyone, I am Mayuri Dwari and as Mr. Rupakrai said, I am a student of class 8 from WW Kashipur Inner School, Kolkata, West Bengal. My age is 14 years and my hobby is painting, dancing and of course reading books. Sometimes in my free time, I write short stories and poems. Since my childhood, as you know, I have seen many careless people who pollute our environment which really angers me. So
Okay.
today I'm going to talk about the various effects of global warming and how gradually our earth is getting destroyed. But before that, I would like to thank Mr. Rupak Rai and Dr. Karan Pratap Singh, who is the president of Radio MITWS. But the main credit goes to Mr. Rupak Rai because he is the one who has given me this opportunity to speak here.
Okay, thank you, Mayuri. Thank you for your kind words. So we again welcome you for in this show. So Mayuri, as your words say that you are a person of multidimensional talents. So before we proceed, so I would like to ask you one thing. You said that this angers you. Okay. So what are the remedies you have thought? Are you going to be a scientist or whatever? What you are actually thinking to be in your future age?
So actually, I'm thinking to be a scientist because it's really an interesting idea for me to
Okay,
uh,
okay.
make new
So,
inventions.
you are into you want to become a savior of our environment. Okay,
Yes,
so
sir.
that's good. That's really good. In such a young age, you have this realization. This is very good. So, Mayuri, I would like to ask, what is global warming? We have heard this many times in many journals, many magazines,
Yes, sir.
many
Yes,
newspapers.
sir.
So, can you
Yes,
briefly
sir.
introduce what actually global warming is?
Global warming is actually the increase in the overall temperature of our Earth's temperature.
Okay.
Today, global warming is the biggest and strongest challenge that the Earth is facing.
Okay, okay. That's great. That's great. In this note, I would like to add up something that global warming is measured in terms of global warming potential, or we call it GWP. So whatever we have, and the unit of measurement is kg CO2 equivalent. Okay. So whenever we are something burning in open atmosphere, we are actually releasing some harmful CO2. So how much amount of CO2 is being liberated when we are burning that? It's actually gives an estimation of their global warming potential. So we have some threshold values. So if the value is increasing, then it is harmful to the environment because everything has. We know that every matter in this earth is made up of carbon, and whenever we are burning them, carbon will be emitted. But whenever it is beyond a certain limit, beyond the threshold potential, then it is harmful. So coming back to the topic, Mayuri, why uh, is that? I would like to know the underlying reason that why the temperature is increasing. I mean, in these few days, whenever we are reading newspapers and all, the
Yes, sir.
temperature
Yes,
is
sir.
increasing global. But
Yes,
what
sir.
are can you please tell us some underlying causes?
Yes, sir. Actually, our Earth is surrounded by a layer of carbon dioxide gas, and
Okay.
also ozone layer is present in our stratosphere. So
Mm-hmm.
these are some of the gases which absorb the radiation from the sun and then keeps our Earth warm.
Mm-hmm.
But when the activity of burning of fossil fuels and deforestation increases,
Okay.
at that time the carbon dioxide level increases.
Okay. Okay.
So, as a result, if the dioxide layer increases, at that time more amount of heat radiation is absorbed by it,
Okay. Okay.
and so our temperature gradually increases of our Earth's surface.
Okay. So carbon dioxide has an inherent property of heat absorption, right? Absorption, not adsorption, heat absorption. So whenever it is increasing, that means the heat retention capacity of our environment is also increasing, which ultimately results in the increase of the Earth temperature, which we call global warming, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So as you said, you have beautifully explained global warming, the concept of global warming among our audience. So now I would like to ask you a very basic question: that what are the factors that might cause global warming? Can you please enlighten us?
Yes, sir. Sir, we named some of the gases like chlorofluorocarbons, carbon dioxide, methane,
Okay.
nitrous oxide, and
Mhm.
ozone are some of the gases which are responsible for this global warming. They're actually known as the greenhouse gases
Okay.
because, like a greenhouse,
Mhm.
absorbs the sun's radiation
Can
and
we
then
call
keeps the
just I am
yes,
interrupting
sir.
you once. Can we
Yes,
call
sir.
chlorofluorocarbon a global warming gas?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Because
Okay.
chlorofluorocarbons is a gas which is released from refrigerators and
Yeah. Mhm.
air conditioners. So when the chlorofluorocarbons increases in the atmosphere, it gradually depletes our ozone layer.
Yes,
So
yes,
as a
yes. This
result,
is the point. Mhm.
direct sun rays enter our Earth's surface, and as a result, the carbon dioxide is also absorbing the heat radiation, and
Okay.
gradually the temperature starts increasing.
Okay. 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 So, are you done with this topic? Like, what are the factors?
Um, yes, sir. Most
Okay. Okay. So, well, that was very enlightening for us. So, Mayuri, I would like to ask that since we have discussed that this is a matter of global concern, so there must be some national and international bodies, and there
yes,
must be
sir.
some regulations which are working over it.
Yes, sir.
So,
Yes,
I
sir.
would like to ask that can you enlighten us by telling such names of such organizations which are actually working on it to,
Yes, sir.
yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
So,
So,
one of the global body is the UNEP, also known as the United Nations Environment Program.
okay.
They are actually spreading awareness and sometimes doing campaigns so that this concept of global warming is known to all and we all can fight against it. They have also declared that by the year 2050,
Mhm.
the temperature of our Earth's surface may increase by 1.5 degrees Celsius to 2 degrees
Okay.
Celsius, which
Okay.
will
Okay.
be very
This is
harmful for us.
I mean the mean global temperature, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, yes, yes. So which might cause in again in iceberg
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
melting and all these things.
Yes,
Okay.
sir. And increase in seawater level, which can
Yes.
cause many islands to get submerged in the sea
Some much in the sea.
water.
Right. So this is definitely definitely a concern for us for the and a threat for human beings. So we need to act right now so that we
Yes,
can
sir.
actually get rid of it on a prior hand. So
Yes, sir.
definitely UNEP is a very good program. Apart from this, many national bodies are also working over it. In fact, a lot of research is going to protect our Mother Earth from global warming, to reduce global warming. A lot of initiatives have been taken by various institutions, various companies, as various their CSR activity. So now, Mayuri, I would like to ask you one last question: that
Yes, sir.
how global warming can be controlled by government and common people? Because see, government can implement laws, but what we have to do, the common people have to follow law. So,
Yes, sir.
can you, according to you, what are some possible remedies? What are some possible measures that we can actually adopt from our end so that global warming can be controlled?
Yes, sir. So we have to reduce the amount of carbon dioxide emission by preventing the burning of fossil fuels.
Okay.
Actually, see, we can't stop using fossil fuels, but we have to reduce the quantity which we use.
Yes, yes. In this regard, what we can do, we can also look for some renewable energies
Yes,
like
sir.
wind.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
yes,
Yes, wind energy, solar energy,
yes, yes.
hydroelectricity, which would
Mhm.
be very helpful for us, and also solar energy, which is
Yes,
really
yeah.
a good source.
In fact, one of the main point you are missing, we can use biomass-based energy because
Yes,
what we
sir,
know,
biomass plus.
yeah, biomass are carbon neutral. That means they are taking the carbon which is recently present within the atmosphere, and within 10 to 15 years they are getting burned. So the
Yes,
net carbon load is not getting high. But whenever
yes,
we are
sir.
burning a fossil fuel, those carbon has been deposited millions and millions years ago. So whenever we are digging up them and burning them, that carbon is also accumulated within the atmosphere,
Yes,
resulting
sir.
in a net rise in global carbon
Yes,
dioxide
sir.
level and global
Yes,
warming.
sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So what are the other measures that
Yes, sir.
would you like to?
Sir, nowadays we are cutting a lot of trees, that is deforesting,
Yes,
uh,
yes.
which is a very bad which has
which
a
has
very
very
bad impact
deleterious
on us.
effect. Yes,
Yes,
yes.
sir.
Because
Yes, sir.
trees are actually capturing the carbon and
Absorbing the
converting it.
carbon dioxide.
Yes, yes,
Absorbing the carbon dioxide. So,
yes.
in order to prevent this, we have to plant more trees
Well,
to
well,
prevent
that's a
this.
very good initiative. So, Mayuri, one thing I would like to ask in this context, do you love
Yes, sir.
gardening? Do you have plants, few trees
Yes,
around
sir.
your
Yes,
neighborhood?
sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, that's great. That's great. That's a point to be noted. Because first you need, as we all know, that charity begins at home. So whatever you are planning to think, it should begin
Yes,
from
sir.
your home.
Yes,
So
sir.
that's a very good initiative. Keep enlightening people and keep motivating people to plant trees. So please proceed,
Yes,
Mayuri.
sir.
Mhm.
Yes, sir.
So
Sir, one
okay,
more thing I want to say.
yeah,
Sir, the refrigerators and air conditioners which we use, they are very important for us. But I feel the amount of air conditioners we use that we should be reduced because else it is releasing a lot of chlorofluorocarbons, which is
okay,
ultimately resulting in this global warming.
okay. Okay, Mayuri, in this regard, I would like to add up something that nowadays, most of the, as per my knowledge, I'm not sure regarding this, but they have introduced or invented something which is very much similar to chlorofluorocarbon or CFCs, but actually not CFCs. They are not environmentally harmful or
Yes, sir.
environmentally hostile.
Yes, sir.
So they
Yes,
are
sir.
they are replacing it that with that
Yes,
conventional
sir.
CFC, and now they are more of a safe, but again because since they
Yes,
are
sir.
disturbing the environmental balance of temperature, we should reduce their use. That's a very
Yes,
good
sir.
point. Okay,
Yes, sir.
so Mayuri, so what would you like to add up in the end?
As, so in the end, I want to say only one thing that we have to control our own activities. We cannot control the nature's activity of increasing the global warming, but we humans have to control it
Okay.
because previously also when we were not so much developed, nature used to cause some problems which will lead to some problems of global warming, but it was not so much. As soon as we developed, our nature also started depleting, and if we cannot control this, then we have to live in Mars as the researches are now going on.
Okay, okay, okay.
We have to
So
leave
that
this earth.
yeah, that means see, leaving this earth is not a solution because we'll go to another place and
Yes,
pollute
sir.
another thing.
Yes,
So the
sir.
same thing will
And
keep
then
on
we are
repeating.
missing it.
Yes,
And then
yes.
we are missing it.
Yeah,
That's the
then
problem.
we have to find for another planet, and it is not a feasible option to
Yes,
for
sir.
everyone to go to Mars. So
Yes, sir.
what my piece of suggestion to all the audience is that you please maintain a sync with the nature, use most nature friendly materials which are nature friendly, and try to avoid synthetic materials, try to live in harmony with nature, plant more and more trees, and this in this way we can by these small steps we can actually move forward towards a better world to live in, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay.
So another thing to say,
Yeah.
sir, while we sometimes farmers use some nitrogenous fertilizers.
Yes, yes, yes.
So after the usage, the nitrogen reacts with oxygen and forms nitrous oxide, which is
Yes.
also causing this global warming. So
Right.
I have one suggestion for this that if they use
Mhm.
organic waste materials like fruit peels, vegetable peels,
In fact,
and
vermicompost, yes,
vermicompost.
yes, yes,
So
yes.
that way they can also control the means the formation of nitrous oxide.
Yes, yes, yes. This will help in the prevention of global warming
Yes,
because
sir.
nitrous
Yes,
oxides are
sir.
again directly linked towards heat trapping, and they can cause global warming. That's
Yes,
true.
sir.
That's a very well
Yes.
point you have pointed out. So Mayuri, so today we are running out of time. So how would you like to wrap up and end this show? With just wrap up with a short comment.
Actually, global warming is something which is harming our environment. Not only
Okay.
environment, we also. So
Okay.
if the temperature continuously increases, it will cause many problems like sinking of the islands, melting of glaciers, means more amount of floods. This may take place. So in order to save us, that is the humanity and our earth, we have to control this.
Okay.
We have to control global warming by reducing the use of reducing the use of fossil fuels and cutting down of trees.
Okay. That's great. That's great.
And also cooperate with the government so that we can prevent the extinction of humanity.
See, this is the main thing. The government are there to make laws, but we have to
Yes, sir.
follow them. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So
We are the ones who are not following them.
Yeah. It's so, and we are in turn blaming the government and authorities. So that that need to be stopped right from the grassroots level. So
Yes,
thank
sir.
you, Mayuri. Thank you for your enlightening words. Myself, Rupak Roy, on the behalf of entire Radio MITWS team, would like to thank you for and wish you very best for your future interviews.
Yes, sir.
And stay connected. Keep listening to Radio MITWS, and hope to see you again in another talk show.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Mayuri.
Thank you, sir.
Mhm.
Thank you.